Alright, budget magic time. Playing some Mono Black Panharmonicon Devotion in Modern. And yeah, we'll keep this. If we get one more land for our 3-drops, this hand seems decent. I mean, Brain Mega on 2, start gatekeepering away our opponent's creatures. Our opponent chose to play last. That's odd. Swamp, go. Inquisition, oh no. Well, that can take a lot of anything in our hand. Swamp Inquisition, this might be 8-rack. If it's 8-rack, our best bet is to start getting down Geralf's Messengers, which are pretty resilient. Or land and then Underworld Connections would be pretty sweet. There's a Thoughtseize. We do have 25 lands in this deck, so we have a lot of lands. Takes a Messenger. Makes sense. That is our best card in this matchup. I guess there's an argument that I should have just ran Gatekeeper out there. Do we draw land? Please? Swamp? Alright, well, we can Brain Mag it. Oh god, that's not good. Opponent's gonna double Funeral Charm us? Well, let's take Dismember. This makes our opponent, if they want to kill our Brain Maggot, they're going to have to use a Funeral Charm, which means it's not going towards discard, which is good. Being mono black, we have literally no ways of dealing with the rack once it hits the battlefield. I guess the good news is the discard left in our opponent's hand isn't great. And our opponent draws Wrenchmind. Well, let's do some discarding. That was a good draw for our opponent. Land, please, please. Upkeep, we'll discard Gatekeeper. We got to draw land here. There's a Swamp. All right. So we're empty-handed, but we actually have a board. Our opponent can keep making us discard on our upkeep because they have one more Funeral Charm. But we're kind of winning this race. And after that Funeral Charm is gone, then our opponent just has nothing. So we take 3. Draw Brain Maggot. Opponent makes us discard it. Well, I guess we're just racing, essentially. And I think we can we win this race? As it sits right now, we can win this race. And our opponent's... Jeez, alright. Well, that's actually not that bad. We sack Geralf's Messenger and a Swamp. It does make it harder for us to cast things. But this puts our opponent under a lot of pressure. They drop to 8, and we're hitting them for 5. We drop to 11. Well, get in with both. We're going to play the Swamp in case we draw a 3-drop. Well, this is it. Our opponent's got to draw a way to get rid of that Messenger. And they can't find one. All right. Well, Messenger is very good. Getting down the Messenger was key. I guess we got a little lucky, but we played towards getting down the Messenger. Well, in this matchup, we got to go down creature removal stuff. Go up our Duresses. If we're really desperate, we could go Ravenous Traps as well. But this is a matchup where, like, Shriekmaw, for example, just isn't good. Gatekeeper we can keep just as a 2/2 for 2. Not great, but it's a creature on the battlefield. So Duress for Shriekmaw. And the rest is discard stuff. I would like to get rid of, like, Necrotal. Isn't very good. I mean, Lifebane Zombie's not good, but it's a 3/1. That's probably better than a Necrotal in this matchup, in all honesty. Not that it's going to do anything. We see our opponent's hand. I guess that's kind of something. Maybe try it like this. This looks fine. Phyrexian Arena is good. And we can just win. Like, if we can just curve out and get a Gray Merchant down, we can just win. So, like, Panharmonicon into Gray Merchant is a lot of draining. Oh, man. All right. Well, we got an Arena. I don't know if we're going to get it down. Our opponent's probably going to Thoughtseize it, but that would be so good. We do get to Duress on turn 1. And we will just take Thoughtseize, leaving our opponent with Removal, Liliana, Shrieking Affliction. Shrieking Affliction is annoying, but I think if they just don't draw a targeted discard. Alright, there's Shrieking Affliction. Phyrexian Arena undoes so much of our opponent's plans. So let's just cast a Gatekeeper, no kicker. Hope to dodge the discard one more turn and slam this Arena. No Thoughtseize, no Inquisition. Raven's Crime, that's fine. We'll get rid of Grave Titan, which is a little expensive. Oh, alright. Well, Phyrexian Arena. Opponent kills our Gatekeeper. Yep. But now we're drawing an extra card each turn. Our opponent can get Liliana down. Oh, geez. That was a good draw for our opponent. So we're empty-handed. Means we're going to start taking damage from Shrieking Affliction. But we're drawing extra cards with Phyrexian Arena. Grey Merchant. And our opponent had a Funeral Charm. Jeez. Well, we can't cast Grey Merchant. Our opponent's going to make us discard it to Liliana, so we might as well get the land down to let us cast our future spells. There's the Liliana. Opponent passes. We take some damage. Well, play Disciple. Get rid of our opponent's last card. It's an Urborg. Play a Swamp, pass the turn. Oh, we're going to need life gain. We need a Grey Merchant or something. Or if we get rid of the Liliana, we might be able to start holding cards in our hand. Opponent takes down Liliana. Alright, we take 3 and 1 down to 8. Duress our opponent, get rid of the Raven's Crime, Ravenous Rats. Pass the turn! Oh, we gotta draw something next turn. Oh, and our opponent drew the Rack. I think that's the game. Now that's disappointing. We got down our Phyrexian Arena, but our opponent ran very well. So yeah, we're going all the way to 1. And does Grey Merchant? Yeah, we didn't. There's Panharmonicon, a little too late. Huh, okay. Well, we had one of our best cards in the matchup, but it didn't matter. Yeah, let's run it back. This feels like it is just a difficult matchup. Alright, we get to play first. Well, this could work. Swamp and Duress. Wrenchmind, Inquisition, the Rack. Alright, let's take Inquisition. Pass the turn. Swamp for our opponent. And the Rack. We are going to need to draw lands, because we need to be able to play things off the top of our deck. Opponent passes. We take 0. There's a land. So let's Brain Maggot. Steal the... Oh, geez, that's another Rack. Steal the Wrenchmine. Pass the turn. Opponent gets a Swamp. Plays the Rack. And passes. Alright, we take 0. Play the Swamp. Play Geralf's Messenger. Geralf's Messenger is good protection against Liliana. Also speeds up our clock. Because our opponent can Liliana, but if they take it down, we just sack Messenger. Takes it up. Well, we got to discard Grey Merchant, unfortunately. We take 2. We draw a Swamp. So let's kill Liliana. Play a Swamp. Play Panharmonicon. Pass the turn. This does mean we're taking damage from the Rack. Good God, opponent. Are you kidding me? Oh, wow. Well, that is kind of the craziest draw. We draw another Swamp. Send everything at our opponent. Pass the turn. Hopefully our opponent's draw Liliana. Takes up Liliana, so all this stuff triggers again. If we draw a Grey Merchant, we can just win the game. We had to discard 1. That would be our draw. Oh my God. That's... that's a Grey Merchant. So let's attack our opponent, play a Swamp. Sometimes you get lucky. We got there. Grey Merchant, Panharmonicon. Oh, wow. Wow. We were so dead. We were so dead. That was the only draw in our deck that would save us. Our opponent had triple Rack, double Liliana draw. And our opponent was at a high life total. The funny thing is, if it was if it wasn't for Panharmonicon, we wouldn't have won that game.